Hello everyone, Ron from HEISTMAN'S Hit the Road. Welcome to our channel. Join us as we leave Florida and kick off our journey camping our way to the Northeast. In this video, we make a one-night stop at a Harvest Host location in Woodbine, Georgia, before heading further north to spend 3 nights at Thousand Trails, Oaks, Point South, and Yemassee, South Carolina. We're so grateful to have you along for the ride and appreciate each and every one of you following our adventures. We hope you continue to enjoy our videos as we document our travels. The video starts right after this short introduction. Let's hit the road. So today's the day after 6 months in Florida. We are actually bugging out and heading north. We're gonna stop overnight at a Harvest Host in Georgia, southern Georgia, and then we're gonna head up the next day to South Carolina. So yep, going out to the truck now, starting to pack it up. We're going to break down camp and get going. We're going to miss the good weather down here, but not the heat, I think. Yesterday I put away all the outdoor stuff, the grill and the chairs and whatnot. I took care of the outside kitchens, all set to go. All we have to do today is get Starlink off the roof, dump the tanks, rinse the black tank, and disconnect water. We've got about 1/3 of a tank of water for the boondocking tonight at the Harvest Host, and unplug and we'll get. So got about 3 hours, so I'm not really in a hurry. Okay, so we're all buttoned up except for the electrical. I've even taken Starlink off the roof, and I put the honey wagon back on the ladder. So now we just have to bring the slides in, get this thing to hitch height, and get it on the hitch. Well, we're about 10 miles from our destination today. We're leaving Florida. We're almost out of Florida. We got like 4 miles to the border. And we're going just into Georgia to Huck's Pub and RV Park. There's Huck's Pub. We just pulled in. I think we're going to have to set up over here. There's the RV park back there, but I didn't need hookups, so he said to pull in by the pub and then walk inside and over here to set up anywhere. I'm assuming he wants to set up over here, but possibly he wants us to set up over there. So we'll find out. So we're at our Harvest Host at Huck's RV Park and Pub, right across the way. You can see the back of B over there. And how convenient is it to have a Circle K right here for gas? We also have a Dollar General. Now it's not your country setting, but hey, it's really convenient right off I-95. Now I guess this is the setup as we're going to be. I did get off hitch and we leveled. It was high up front, quite high up front on the truck, so we got off hitch. Plus I took the truck over to the Circle K to get gas for the generator. Right now it's running on propane. And I'll switch it over to gasoline. They've got a popcorn stand over there. They've got a sitting place with a, looks like an outdoor fireplace or a fire pit. We're just boondocking, so we're gonna go over and have, you know, dinner, get something to eat at the pub tonight. Hi, how are you?
Oh, that's why there's number.
My level of stress was about me. She was losing it. Some of the stress around her, so she was going to flip the tables and turn her. 4 years old. School was like, I can't handle this anymore. They're sending their moms constantly.
Pull it off me, but it's not on a regular basis the way it used to.
As natural as you could say, whether it's raw milk or bread or this or
Or a
that.
vegetable now and then.
This is really good. It's a good burger. Got the barbecue burger, the Paul special or whatever. Really good. So our overnight stay at Huck's Pub and RV Park is coming to an end. What I've got to do is get Starlink all stowed. I have to shut down and stow the generator, and we'll be moving on. Last night being Saturday, we had a lot of street noise out here. A lot of loud vehicles and motorcycles and hot rods or whatever. But it did quiet down. It quieted down, and I was able to sleep pretty good. And Jackie didn't sleep great, but it wasn't because of the noise or the area. I think it was because, I shut down the generator, and it did get kind of warm in there, but not terribly warm, but warmer than what we're used to. So Huck's Pub and RV Park in Woodbine, Georgia, and we're heading up 95. We're going to Yamasee, South Carolina, to Thousand Trails, Oaks Point South RV Park for 3 nights. So we just fueled up at Love's. We're heading north to Yamasee, South Carolina. So far, up 95, the traffic's been good. We hit one real rough bridge, man. It's like we were going 65. I don't normally do that unless the roads are perfect. Hit that bridge and we were like porpoising all the way across. I couldn't bleed off speed fast enough. So, how's your travel day going so far?
Good. We hit one bad spot, but other than that,
Yeah, I told him about that bridge.
yeah.
All right.
Day 2, going up the coast.
So we're safely at Thousand Trails, Oaks at Point South in Yamasee, South Carolina. We'll be here for 3 nights. It's been raining since we've been here off and on, so we're probably not going to get a lot of stuff out. But it's got cable television hookups, a small set of channels. And I got a little bit of Starlink up through the holes in the canopy, but tree cover. So we're here, we're safe. So if you have a diesel truck, or if you're thinking about getting a diesel truck, we like the Chevy Duramax. It's done everything we've asked and more. But one thing you have to consider is DEF, diesel exhaust fluid, DEF. Some people delete their systems. It's an emission system that cleans up the exhaust. And they use urea to inject to clean it up. Anyways, diesel exhaust fluid, or DEF. I buy mine at the pumps when I fuel up at a truck stop. I keep it in the back, and when I need to pour it in, I open the hood and I put it in with a funnel. Now, I know Ford trucks, I don't know about Ram trucks. On the Ford trucks, you add DEF right next to the diesel port. So right at the pump there, you can pump it right in direct. I've seen people stretch the hose across and add it under the hood from the pump, but I'd be afraid of running it over. And I've also seen videos where people have splashed a lot of DEF around and it crystallizes and makes a mess on, under the hood, and I don't want that either. So anyway, I'll show you what we do. The blue plastic bottle, it has 2.5 gallons of DEF in it that I filled up from the pump, and you can see the black transmission funnel next to it. That's where I store them. I'll pluck those out of there and we'll go from there. Well, there's an unhappy child somewhere close by in the park. You can probably hear him. I just step up onto the tire, pluck them out of there. Do the same thing when I fill it and I store it. I just set them down in there. So you can see this blue cap back here. That's where the DEF goes in. Remember, DEF stands for diesel exhaust fluid. And this is the coolant level of the truck. So that's where you would add coolant. So I'll go ahead and open this up. Get the cap out of the way. And I'll put a funnel in there and we'll go ahead and fill it. Okay, so in an emergency on the road, if I had to do this, I would do that balancing act up on the tire. But right now I went and got my stool. I'm going to stand up here, remove the cap, and we'll slowly pour it in. Now don't quote me, but I think the capacity of this system is 7 gallons. I only put in 2.5 at a time. The truck will tell you when you need to add. At least mine does. And then I'll rinse the container with water and I'll set it in the sun, let it dry with the cap off so all the water evaporates out. I'll rinse the funnel too, because like I said, this stuff dries in a white crusty crystal. And that's it. Place the cap. Done. So, DEF will not hurt the environment. And like I said, I want to rinse everything. Okay, that's the funnel. Just rinse it with water. Get it up into the handle. Just dump it out. Like I say, on a sunny day, I'll set it out with the cap off it, upright, and let the residue evaporate, the water residue. A little bit of water in the DEF probably wouldn't hurt anything, but I'm not an expert about that, so I'd rather not find out. That's it. Get the flag on it.
Happy Memorial Day!
Same to you. Thank you.
Go Brown.
Oh,
We got a following.
we're coming to get some flags.
Oh, he's running them down. our first time at this park. Thousand Trails, Oaks, Point South. So I'm gonna do a walk around the park, give you a look-see, and then they have a hiking trail around the lake too, which they said they have alligators, so we'll see what we see when I do that. We'll do that after we go through the park. So this is a very shaded park. Oaks, Point South, so lots of oak trees. You can see that's our site over there. You can see Max and B. And it's a nice park. We had a good night's sleep last night. Here's the bathhouse over on this side near us. There's a nice little tent site there, or a site where a tent set up anyway. The roads aren't all potholes. The power's good. The cables seem to be good. The only problem is it's kind of like very challenging to get a Starlink, a clear view of the sky. We've got a semi-clear view, but it isn't the best Starlink. Starlink likes a clear view of the north sky. We're hoping, this being Memorial Day, I have a buddy that lives close by, high school friend, that owns a brewery, a small microbrew over in Bluffton. And I've reached out to him to see if they're open today on Memorial Day. Some of the sites are well decorated for Memorial Day. We're coming up on the office in the pool area. There's a dog park up front. There's a basketball court here. There's a putt-putt here. Putt-putt golf. There's the community fire pit. The literature they gave us when we checked in says, feel free to start a fire here anytime. Just make sure you tend it. And you have horseshoe pits over here.
I like that.
There you go. Pretty blue and black and white and gray. Class A checking in. Looks like they already offloaded the vehicle that they tow. It's a Jayco Precip. Class A. Here's the dog park. Nice and shaded. They give you a sitting area. There's another bench over there. Check that out. Problem with that tree. Still using it as a light pole. A little sycamore tree here. And like I said, the Oaks at Point South RV Campground. They're all pull-through sites. There's almost 100 sites with 50 and 30 amp hookups. We have a 50 amp hookup. See the pool area? It's well used, obviously. It's a very hot and muggy day. I am wearing my Endura cooler around my neck. You wet it, you snap it, you put it around your neck. Yeah, your shirt gets wet, but it helps keep you cool. They have a small store in here at the office and clubhouse. And this is what's left of the parade. Here's the other bathhouse connected to the clubhouse. They have wood for sale at the office, as most parks do that allow you to burn wood. $10 a bundle. And I think this Jeep has enough ducks. Maybe not. Maybe it needs more. We overnighted at a Harvest Host 2 nights ago in South Georgia. And we drove up 95 up here to Yamasee. And we went through a rainstorm. The temperature dropped 15 degrees coming through that rainstorm. But it's very hot and muggy today. But there's a decent breeze when you're in the shade and sitting still. So it's definitely bearable, unlike the Florida temperatures were, you know, low to mid 90s for the last week or two we were there. Looks like that Precip at Jayco Class A got parked. Well, I'm going to tell you, so far we would definitely come back here. It's very convenient. Located just off 95. And so far it's pretty quiet. So That's us, that's B. And clearly marked to the lake. All right. I'm hoping and I think, and according to what I see, I don't see any tire treads. I'm thinking they don't allow golf carts back here either. All right. Here we go. You can hear them little frogs a peeping. Looks like this one opens up into some clear water. See some lily pads out there. There are some mosquitoes out, that's for sure. A little more information about this park. I think we're about 30 minutes from Bluffton. And we are about 45 minutes from Hilton Head Island. So if you wanted to spend a week here, or however much time you want to spend here, there's a lot to see and places to go. Us, we're only here for 3 nights, so we're moving our way up the East Coast, putting together a little bit of content as we go so you can follow along. So we will not be going to Hilton Head on this trip. We honeymooned there, actually. I had a buddy and his wife that lived down there right after high school. When Jackie and I were married, we honeymooned in Florida, and then we spent another week up here in on Hilton Head Island in a villa right on the beach. It was a wonderful thing. Great memories. Even with the train in the far distance, it's peaceful. Well, there's a KOA campsite very close to ours. Looks like you can access the KOA campsite from here as well, from this trail system, according to that sign. Well, that's pretty clever. They're saying, hey, 1,000 Trails people. Pizza, coffee house, wine bar, propane, open to public, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Advertising right back here on the trail. Well kept, well groomed trail. So far, it's a fine walk, except for the occasional mosquito. But no horse flies or deer flies. No big biting flies yet. Let's hope it stays that way. No gators so far. I saw one cardinal fly. Couldn't get him on film. Saw one crow. That's about it so far. Something out there in the water. That might be a gator. Looks like it is. Way over. Pretty big one too. Sorry I can't zoom in close. I'll get my other phone out. We appear to be coming to the end of our little journey around the lake. I'm not sure if that was an alligator across the lake. I'll be able to tell when I look at the footage with my glasses on, maybe. But I did see a couple turtles go in, but they went in so fast I couldn't get them on camera. Saw one water bird I couldn't get on camera. Guess my career as a wildlife photographer is out the window. And some bullfrogs jumped in the water as I walked by. Not fast enough there either. So, yep. I see Max, our truck, right up front here. This is where we came in. Hope you enjoyed our walk. We got someone making himself at home at the picnic table. See how close I can get. Oh, that's it. That's it. Up the tree he's gonna go. There he goes. So here at 1,000 Trails, Oaks Point South, I went ahead and policed the site. Looks like a pretty stiff piece of wire, maybe off a bucket. Wire tie, top of a stake. Some kind of, I don't know, baster device, small baster. Who knows what that was used for. And just some scraps, some electrical connectors. 3 unused buck connectors, really. But they're right packed full of mud. I'm not going to mess with them. And a little, I think that's a hair tie. But not too bad. A couple of bread ties. Everybody recognizes that off a spray can. So, Mecca, make campsites clean again, MCCA. If we all do our part, we'll all have a better experience. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe. And also, click on the bell icon. That way you'll be notified when new material hits our channel. From Rohn and Jacki at HEISTMAN'S Hit the Road, have a great day, and thanks for watching.